Today is Monday, the 8th day of May 2023. I am George Wenner and I am here at Keeling Point on the southern shores of the St. John's Harbour, and we have in focus here a motor vessel, cargo ship named BBC Ruby from BBC Chartering. Now this ship was involved in a collision with one of the barges, similarly to what's in focus here. A similar barge, one of these barges, in entering the port, in entering the channel, the shipping channel here in St. John's on Friday. And this vessel, BBC Ruby, is registered. It's an Antiguan registered vessel. It flies the Antiguan flag. But what is peculiar about this, since this incident on this marine accident on Friday, the 5th of May, it has been moored up alongside the berthing facilities here over the last couple days, as inspectors and the investigators continue their work here. But the backstory behind this, with our investigative reporting here at Rail News, is that we are understanding that this vessel was under the agency of Bryson's, and it is no longer under the agency of Bryson's. However, we're hearing that it is now operated by a grandson of Monroe Spencer, as well as a high-level top executive at the Port Authority. And further, on its approach into the harbour on Friday, the pilot for the St. John's Harbour was not on board, and so the captain took it upon himself to enter into the shipping lane to berth this vessel on Friday, when it collided with the barge, similar barge here as you see here, with the excavator on board. And so we haven't heard anything from the officials at the Port Authority. We haven't heard anything from the officials of the government, neither the minister with responsibility for the port, Prime Minister Brown. And what we're hearing further, that not only this vessel is no longer under the agency of Bryson's, but the cargo vessel that brings lumber to Antigua is no longer under the agency of Bryson's, but also under the agency of that grandson of Monroe Spencer and the high-level executive at the Port Authority. So we're calling on the General Manager of the Port Authority, Mr. Telemack. We saw him in the news, very strident, when the government took hold or acquired or seized Alpha Nero, and he was very much in the news. And so we're calling on Mr. Telemack to give word, to break the silence and inform the public as to the incident, what actually occurred on Friday when this vessel entered the port of St. John's. And also, in addition to Mr. Telemack, the General Manager of the port, the Chairman of the port, Senator Mary Claire Hurst, to shed some light on what we're hearing, the background story, who actually operates, owns, or runs this operation for BBC Chartering. It's flagged under the Antigua flag, and we're hearing a high-level executive of the Port Authority, as well as another local, is running this operation. Further, we're also hearing that there are no rigs, in addition to the fact that the port is renting the tugs, as we can see one of the tugs in port right here. In addition to renting the tugs, we're hearing that the Port Authority is also renting the rigs, the semi-trailer that pulls these 40 and 20-foot containers, shipping containers, and there are no rigs, and they're being rented also. So we're hearing this high-level executive at the port, he's having a big meal. He or she, whoever that person is having a big meal, not only with the cargo vessel that brings these multi-million-dollar power pleasure crafts, luxury craft, but also the cargo vessel that brings lumber. I don't know if you can see, but on the vessel we're seeing individuals with yellow as well as high visibility green jackets as orange jackets moving around on the deck of that vessel. So much is to do at the port. We will continue to bring you updates. I am George Wenner reporting to you for railnewsantigua.com.